Hey hair crew, happy Motivation Monday. So I apologize, I'm starting a few minutes late, but I had a phone call from one of the local organizations that I'm coordinating a gratitude week thing with. And so I had to take that call. So I'm starting a few minutes late, but hopefully it doesn't affect anyone and that you can, get benefit from Motivation Monday today. So the meme that I put out was crushing goals, set goals and crush them. And today for Motivation Monday, hey Terry, Jessica, charting your success, setting goals and crushing them. That's what I want to talk about this week, because as we start our brand new month of December, Mon 8 absolutely came on scene with some insane incentives this month for everyone that wants to grow their business. And I love that they always are very strategic. And I talked about that a little bit on Saturday. They're very strategic about the incentives that they offer, and it's to help you and me grow our business. And I love that. They've always invested in us since day one. They go above and beyond. And let me just tell you, they're going to be paying out a junk ton of bonus money this month, but they do that because they recognize that it's going to help us grow our business. So I'm so excited about that. So I felt like our topic today should be charting your success, setting goals, because it's the beginning of the month. I talked about that on Saturday as well, that you needed to get with your team. If you don't have a team yet, then of course you're really working and making that effort to get your team started. I have an eyelash. I always have an eyelash. And so give yourself a raise. What's your goal this month? I don't care if you're a brand new market partner or if you're a senior director, this can benefit everyone. There is something on the table for every single person in the company right now. You have to determine how much money you want to make in the month of December. Now, how cool is that? What other profession or job can you just sit down for the month and chart out, hey, I think I'll make this much money this month? And that's just what Mon 8 has given us in the tools of give yourself a raise. Oh my Lanta, I'm very sorry. Eyelash turned the wrong way. So I posted, or maybe I didn't post it yet, in the files tab, and I'm going to send a reminder out right after this broadcast and post it again, but it's the chart to roadmap your way to MMP. I think I've already posted the MMP, and then I'm going to refresh you with the MMB, because MMB is what I want to talk about today, and that's where everybody starts. So the thing about that MMB level, you hear a lot of the leaders talk about it. It's a keystone level of leadership in Mon 8. Not only to reach that as quickly as you can, but it's to help your team rank up to MMB. That is a keystone level for you to be at or above, but it's also a keystone level to help your team get to why. Of the 10 ways that we are paid in Mon 8, that is one of the most lucrative parts of our comp plan, are generational bonuses. So for you to benefit from generational bonuses, you have to first be at least an MMB or higher. And second, for you to benefit, it benefits you to help your team rank out to MMB because you get a raise. When you promote out an MMB, you are doubling your money on them, and sometimes you're paid for people you've never been paid for before within your organization. Now, I'm not going to get into the details of the comp plan. If you've got questions about that, go back and watch my comp plan video. Just search that out here, and I explain all of that and how we're paid from our MMBs. But it's very important for you to remember that this month, your goal, the minimum goal you have, whether you're a new market partner, you're somebody who hasn't worked your business in a while, you haven't been paid as in a while, your minimum goal is MMB or higher. That's where the Give Yourself a Raise bonuses start, is with MMB, Managing Market Builder, and Mon 8's up the ante on that one. They're really paying out some bonuses for that. So here's the cool thing, and I addressed this on Saturday as well. I'll address it again here. MMB, if you hold the title of MMB, then, and you were not paid as, they're going to go off of what you were paid as in November. So no matter what your title was, if you were not paid at that rank and you are paid at a higher rank of MMB or higher, you will get the bonus. So it's kind of like getting the bonus all over again, just for working your business. So when I say everybody's aiming for MMB, in one way or another, every single person. If your goal was managing market partner this month, it's time to up it, guys. It's time for you to aim for MMB. So I want to talk about what it takes to be a managing market builder, and I want to give you some tips and tricks on getting there if you're not there yet. And you know, if your business has just kind of fallen off, if you've got people that have quit working their business, it's time to find new blood. It is time to rejuvenate your business, because literally this month you can set your paycheck. You can go after it. You can set goals and crush them. Monate has given you an incredible incentive for that. And there's just, it's a huge benefit for everyone. Huge is right, Jessica. We have a girl at MMB, and boom, right there, Kendall Weldon, MMB, a girl hit it in 6 days. I hit MMB in 6 days, Kendall. That's pretty cool. And by 9 days, I was associate market mentor. And I mean, it can be done. Your activity determines how you get there and when you'll get there, because mindset is the key element to your goals. You got to have your goals. You got to set those. If you're not a goal setter, then you need to become one. Get you a journal. I have several different journals that are each, you know, different things that I use them for. But my goals are very prevalent. I am a senior executive director. I still have goals. I still have goals that I'm working for every single month when that new month rolls around. It doesn't stop. You never stop challenging yourself to do better, to be better. And you never stop walking the walk for your team. It doesn't matter where you're at in the comp plan. You're always working and doing bigger and better things. And your team is going to follow you. The speed of the team is going to be the speed of their leader. So it's so important for you to be on board with crushing goals and to be in connection with your frontline and any of your orphans, the people that don't have leadership, and helping them and guiding them. And sometimes, you know, Jessica Snowden's on here, and it was very interesting. I saw one of her girls had posted a picture of her dream board. And then the comment on it, there was all of her writing, and then somebody had come along in gold Sharpie or gold marker and upped it and was like, nope, that's not enough. You need to be aiming higher. Nope, that's not enough. And she was kind of laughing, saying, Jessica Snowden came in and upped the ante on all my dreams. That's what we do as leaders. We tell you when you're not aiming high enough. I learned that from Senior Luis, our chairman and founder of the company, back in the very beginning when I first started my journey with Monate. He told us all that we weren't dreaming big enough, and he's always the one that comes in and pushes the up button. So push the up button this month for your team, and make sure that you're pushing that up button for yourself. I don't care if you just ranked up last month. It's time for you to up the ante, because there's so much more money on the table and so much more for your team to see. When you rank up, when you achieve bigger goals and higher things, that inspires your team. They are watching you, and that inspires them to do bigger and better things. Never forget that. You may live in your own little world, and it's easy to think you're just there by yourself, but people are watching you. Your team members are watching you, and people that haven't started this journey yet are watching you. So it's so important for you to always be on the rise, always. Every month is a new month. Every month is new, bigger, better goals. So, it's a busy month. No excuses. Monate has given us a blank check to fill out. And so even though it's the holidays, even though we have a lot going on, more than normal, I challenge you to not let that be a reason for working your business, but yet a better tool, a better stepping stone for you to work harder. You are going to be around so many more people this month, whether you're shopping, you're out and about for events, you're at kids' events through the school, dance recitals, Christmas recitals, whatever it is, guys. You're around a lot more people than normal. It is time for you to be proactive in your business and really, really push that up button. So instead of saying I'm too busy, it's a reason to sit back. Instead, no, I have this huge advantage. I have this advantage card that I'm going to play all month long with my business, and Monate's going to reward you for that. That's the important thing to remember. So I want to talk about, I'm going to post 2 sheets. I'm going to repost the MMB road mapping sheet. And then I'm going to post, because this is something that really helped me. I believe it was Kimberly Amy. She's one of my AMM leaders in Meg Blair's organization. And we were charting her and some of her upline. This has been a couple years ago for ranking up. And we were talking about MMB. That was the rank that we were working on. And, you know, let me just run through the requirements for it. But she said, I don't look at it as I have to have $7,000 or I have to have $50,000 or whatever it is. She said, I break it down by system. It's so much easier for me to process it that way. And since then, I loved that. And since then, I've always done it that way. It really helps you to put it into perspective where you're at. So along with the MMB chart, I'm also going to post a chart that's a checkoff. And it's going to be 70 systems, okay? 70 systems. Why? Because 70 systems is all it takes for your team to be an MMB organization. That's it. When you consider that it takes at least 8 members, at the very least, you have to have 8 members on your team to be an MMB team. Divide that up, guys. That's less than 10 systems each when you're including yourself. No, that's 10 systems each if you include yourself. How easy is it to promote 10 systems in the month of December when people are buying for Christmas? You're buying for Christmas. We always need plenty of shampoo. We don't ever want to run out of the magic, right? That is not hard when you break it down to that. If you have more people in your organization than 8, guess what? Your chances just went up and those system numbers went down per person. So it's all in your perspective and it's all in your mindset for what you want to do to crush your goals this month. So we're just going to focus on MMB. And the reason is whether your title goal this month is executive director or senior executive director, it all comes back down to MMBs. It all comes down to your MMBs. You need a couple bigger leaders, of course, but those MMBs are going to be what gets you there. And so many times that's what makes or breaks a rank advancement. Do you have enough MMB organizations? And so we're going to chart that one. If everybody just focuses on that, whether it's you getting there yourself or you're helping your team get there, you can coach your teams, each individual leg that's running at MMB on how to do this and how to do it simply. So the chart helps. Let's run through the requirements for MMB. Your personal volume. This comes from anything you purchase, anything you sell retail, and anything you sell VIP retail. So any of your VIPs volume count. Those 3 things are what count for your personal volume. That has to be at minimum 500 for an MMB or higher. Never goes higher than 500, which is crazy, but amazing. Okay, so your group volume for MMB has to be $7,000. Now remember, we're not saying $7,000 here. We're saying 70 systems. And when you have 8 people in your organization, including yourself, that's 10 systems each. And if you're an overstar, achiever, rock star, and you shopped for everyone, it's going to be even less. So you also need 4 active legs direct to you. Now, one thing I want to clarify here, and this confuses people a lot, an active leg cannot be 4 people in one organization. It has to be 4 separate legs. So your cousin Sally, your sister Sue, your mom Nancy, and your Uncle Buck, okay? They all have to be direct to you. They can't be under, you can't count the people under 1 leg. You have to have 4 active legs. 2 of those active legs, and being active requires 200 retail volume, so 2 systems. So these 2 systems. These 2, we need them to be managing market partner or higher, okay? You can count them if they're higher. I've had people ask about that too. They don't have to sit at the MMP level. They just have to be at least a managing market partner. Okay, so see how important it is to chart to MMP and MMB? Those are the cornerstone levels that you will need your team to go straight to the top. It all starts with that, and it continues on with that. So, recap, 500 personal volume, 7,000 group volume, 4 active legs direct to you, 2 have to be managing market partners, okay? That's all it takes to be an MMB. That's all it takes to bust an MMB leg. When you hear us talking about busting an MMB leg, that means they have ranked up to MMB or higher. When you want to be a market mentor, and you know, that's another keystone level because that's where you earn qualification for the Cadillac. You have to have 2 separate managing market builder MMB legs, 2. And so it goes higher. So when you rank up to managing market mentor, you got to have 3. When you rank up to associate executive director, you have to have 5 that are MMB or higher. And there's other requirements there, of course, but I'm showing you the pattern here, guys. Think about this. It all starts with MMP and MMB. Everything comes back to that. So this month, I want you to focus on MMB. Everybody's focusing on MMB. Everybody's goal, no matter what, is at minimum MMB this month. If you were paid as an MMB last month, your goal is at least Associate Market Mentor because you've given yourself a raise. What does it take to do that? An MMB under you. So not only are we aiming for our own rank advancements, we are helping our team rank advance. And just like Senior Luis always says, when we reach down and help our team achieve success, we then ourselves achieve success. What better plan is there than by helping others, you benefit yourself, right? So this is a huge month to just focus on MMP, MMB, and cranking out those MMBs. One other thing I want to say, MMBs, that is what really determines your paycheck. The number of MMBs in your organization that you're getting paid on. When you hit MMB, you've given yourself a raise. When I rank out Sasha McCracken to MMB, I'm earning 4% of her group volume, commissionable group volume. 4%. 4%. I was only making 2% as an MMB. I gave myself a raise. Every time you bust an MMB out of your group volume, you've given yourself a raise. Every single time. Not just the month of December, but that is ongoing. And that's the richness of this comp plan. There's so many bonuses and so many advantages in other places, but that's the richest part. That accounts for 80% of my paycheck. 80% comes from generational volume bonuses. And again, go back and watch the comp plan video. It'll explain all of that even better. So everybody's focus is MMB. Now, I want to talk about really quick, and I talked about this on Saturday, but I want all of you that are reaching for those higher ranks to go to everybody in your front line and roadmap them. Print off the MMB tracking sheet and the MMP tracking sheet. Print one for every single person in your front line and track them and help them track their front line. If everybody just focuses on their front line, guys, everybody's covered, right? So just as the reminder and the, hey, I'm here, I'm in your corner, I'm rooting you on, what can we do? I've done a lot of team calls with MMB organizations or people that want to be. So say I, recruited Sue last month and Sue hit MMP. Well, now Sue wants to be MMB. So we're going to call Sue. I'm going to get on the phone with Sue and everybody in her organization, and we're going to talk about what it takes to get to MMB. And everybody's goal is MMB, all right? And then we're going to check back a couple times this month to see where they're at, see what questions they have. That's how I work with my front line. Now, I have people like Julie Stevens, who really probably doesn't need me to track what it takes for her to be paid as a senior director, and Sasha McCracken and all of my directors. But your babies, those are your people that haven't hit MMB yet. Those are the ones you really want to work with and track because they need to understand how simple it is to get to MMB if you focus. So let's talk. Now we know what the goal is. We know what we have to get there. Let's talk about what it takes to get there. And it's activity, okay? So this is a crazy month, but we can't forget to do our Meet Mon 8s, to attend or host them. Super Saturdays, I know there's a few of them on the record for this month. It's a crazy month for Super Saturdays, but if there's one in your area, be there. It's not just you hosting them, it's you attending them because training comes from these events and it's how your team will grow. You can chart your team's growth by Super Saturdays. I promise it will make a huge difference. Events are different events that we do. Meet Mon 8s, one-on-one, online Meet Mon 8s. This is a great month for that. Tapping into your network all over the United States and Canada. And showing people what they can do. I've seen so many awesome incentives. The 12 Days of Christmas Live. We have people doing 12 Days of Christmas giveaways where they're encouraging their audience to step in and shop with them a small business for the holidays. So there's so many different ways to increase your personal business, and that's a huge part of it. But tracking your team and helping them get to MMB is going to be what gives you your growth, and it's going to be what gives you a raise. So activity is huge. Now, I want to talk about Kendall, mentioned earlier, she's got a girl in her organization that hit MMB in 6 days. Now, that's crazy amazing. Our average person does not hit MMB in 6 days, but that's proof that it can be done, right? Depending on what your mindset is and how hard you're going to go after it. So what I'm going to talk about now is what I did back in the very beginning. I go back to that because I hit MMB. I believe it was 5 days. Maybe it was 6 or 7 days. I hit it the first week. Because I brought in some rock stars, and some of you may know them, Sasha McCracken, Julie Stevens, to name a few. And And that really catapulted my business out the gate. But what we did was we went on a recruiting blitz. We didn't limit ourselves to just a few people a day. I was on the phone every day, all day. I reached out to everyone in my network. I messaged, I called, or I emailed, depending on their preferred method of communication. If you have huge goals that you want to crush this month, you have to put in the activity to get there. And so go on a recruiting blitz. Recruiting yields VIPs, retail customers, and market partners. It's not just for market partners. But you can't do it without these three things. You can't do it on your own. So you have to have people in your organization. If you're stagnant, if the people that are in your organization aren't working, don't sit there and kick a dead horse. Go find more people. And this is the perfect month to do that because you're around a lot of people that you don't normally see, right? So go on a recruiting blitz. Every single day you're reaching out to somebody about your business, whether it's to invite them to be a customer or a market partner, guys. Both are good. We need both. So go on a recruiting blitz every single day. Do something that is income producing activity, which means bringing people into your organization, onboarding them strong, and teaching them how to get to MMP and then MMB. That's it in a nutshell. It's not some big complicated formula. And one thing I want to talk about too as I wrap it up, because I know you guys are busy. One thing I want to talk about is Market Partner University. Angela Saminas, our Global Director of Training and Developing Market Partners, this program is just getting to be so amazing. So I challenge everyone, even if you've already gone through it, go through it again. I am going through it again this week. That's my challenge to myself for my personal development. You should focus on personal development every single day, even if it's just 10 minutes. Ray Ordonetta, our CEO, told me one time that he reads 10 pages a day from personal development books, whatever it is. Just 10 pages a day. It doesn't take that long, but every day, if it's focused activity every single day, there's growth that comes from it over the long term. So even if you're crazy busy and you don't have a lot of time, you can read 10 pages from a book, but I challenge you all, especially for those of you that haven't gone through Market Partner University, go through Market Partner University. Even if it's just 30 minutes a day, get through it this week. I really want everyone to share their progress with me on Market Partner University. I will share mine with you as I go through it. And by the end of the week, maybe we'll do a drawing on Friday for everybody that's accomplished it again. So even if you've already done it, it doesn't count. You got to start it again and run through it again. There's new modules, there's new information being added all the time. They're upgrading it. Angela has got huge things planned for us. And this is the cool thing. This helps us to not focus on reinventing the wheel of how we want to train our team. It's done. We just have to tap into the system. Monade has invested so much money in this, and it's all for us. Again, they're investing in the Give Yourself a Raise. They've invested in this, and they're always updating, upgrading, and improving. And that's for you and for me. So I'm issuing 3 challenges. MMB. Not the middle finger. MMB. Everybody is aiming at least for MMB this month. Nothing less is acceptable. I'm kidding. But really, for real, MMB. Market Partner University, everybody's going through it again. Everybody's going to accomplish this by Friday, right? I'll announce on Friday what the winner, I don't know. I guess we'll post a video. That's it. I'll post, and Leah, wherever you're at, remind me to do this. We'll make a post. And everybody just keep us accounted there. If you've gone back through it, post a picture of your certificate of completion. That everybody's name will go into a drawing. We'll do something fun on Friday for our giveaway. How does that sound? For real, Christina. For real. Thank you, Ty. Anyway, so okay, everybody's goal, Market Partner University this week. It won't take you that long. If you've only got a few minutes a day, you can go back to where you left off. They will help you get through it. It really isn't super hard, but the information, I learn by repetition. I'm not a one-time listen or watch or read person. I have to do it several times before it programs in. So even if you've gone through, time to go through it again. We're all going to work on us. Then we're going to focus on cranking out MMBs and getting there ourselves, right? Right. And then we're going on a recruiting blitz. Who's going on a recruiting blitz with me? Everybody. We're reaching out to everybody because we want our organization to grow this month. Who says December has to be a down month? I say poo to that. December is going to be a record-breaking month because that's what we do here at Monade. Okay, guys, so in closing, who's ranking up this month? I want to know. And I want bragging rights. Like, this is bragging rights time. So who is ranking up this month? Who is setting goals? Big, gnarly goals that scare the utter pee-wadding out of you. Who is setting them? Kelly, I've got your back, Ann Fisher. Oh, okay. Yes, Kelly, thank you. Kelly will remind me. I will make sure the posts are there. I love your face, Kelly. Christina, me. Who has huge goals? Who? I want to see it. I want to hear it. All right. So we got our goals set. Write them down. Put them, if there's nothing else, then your destination goal for the end of the month. SED, Executive Director, Associate Executive Director, Managing Market Mentor, Associate Market Mentor, Managing Market Builder. I'm not going lower than that because everybody's goal is at least Managing Market Builder. Everybody. Write it down. Take a dry erase marquee and put it on your refrigerator. Put it on your bathroom mirror. Everywhere. It goes everywhere. You see a reminder everywhere you go. And now you've set your goal. It's time to crush them. December 2, remember guys, I expect huge things out of you because I know you can achieve huge things. I love your faces. Now, I'm going live on my personal timeline to talk about Gratitude Week. I'm going to share with everyone what I'm doing this week to contribute back. And I'm going to talk about some of the top leaders here in our area and different things that I've seen, different ways that you can participate. It doesn't have to be huge, but if everybody gives a little, then huge things are accomplished. So tune into that. That'll be live on my personal timeline. And then I'll do a reminder here on the team page as well. I love your faces. I'm so proud of you. And I expect huge things of you because this is going to be an epic month. I love you all. Mwah! Time to go to work.